Maybe come April of 21, fingers crossed, India might have the vaccine by then. Maybe you will not be able to get all crowd, but your priority still remains India. That's what you're saying? I mean, if that
Always, absolutely. I know India will go to Australia this winter, and what we have been told that crowds will be allowed into the grounds. They had the AFL final, which was about 30,000-40,000 people watching. So it's like again England showing the way in the month of July when they played their first test on the 8th of July. People are slowly getting confidence. I think organizing this tournament without any hassle so far will give all of us a lot of confidence, and we can slowly take further more risk as time goes on.
Excellent news from any Indian cricket fan's perspective. Now to the players, Sourav. You mentioned the players. Look at the talent, and you've told me this 200 times. Look at the core of Indian talent, whether it's Devdutt Padikkal, whether it's Ishan Kishan, you can name them. Do you see yourself, at least the way you opened white ball batting in Devdutt Padikkal?
He's a very good talent. He's a very good talent, although T20 cricket is a first step of seeing how good he is. He got a lot of runs for Karnataka last year. I saw him play an innings at Eden Gardens in the Ranji Trophy semi-final on a tough wicket. Bengal beat Karnataka. And it did everything on that surface at Eden Gardens, and he was the only guy who got runs for Karnataka. And Karnataka was a strong side with KL Rahul and Karun Nair and Devdutt Padikkal. So he's got talent. He's got time when he plays fast bowling, and I think that is what you see in a young batsman when he comes at this young level. Let him go through a couple of seasons, because the second season will always be harder than the first one. And I think he's a good prospect for India. India wants openers. He opens, so hopefully he'll get his game right, get solid for the top level.
Because I was watching the internet, and I went back and checked some of his offside shots, and then I checked yours, and I was like, are we getting Sourav Ganguly too? Because he looks really good like you did.
Yeah, he's a good player. He stands tall, he hits through the line, he's good on the onside as well. He plays well on the back foot. So yes, I wish him luck. Young boy, he'll go through ups and downs. Hope he fights those periods and becomes a better player.
Now coming to the depth, I mean, look at the competition for one spot, Sourav. Take wicket keeping. I mean, we thought, okay, Rishabh Pant and, KL Rahul. Now Ishan Kishan, Sanju Samson, Riddhiman Saha. Everyone fight. That shows the kind of talent and depth Indian cricket has, which is great to see.
Absolutely. But, to be honest, wicket keepers for the long term, you only see Riddhiman Saha and Rishabh Pant at the moment, and some young wicketkeepers coming from the first class level. With Ishan Kishan, Sanju Samson, KL Rahul, T20 cricket, 50 over cricket. I'm not too still sure about 50 over cricket because that's a long time. You can only say that with time once these stopgap keepers keep keeping. But genuine keepers, Saha's glove work you've seen, he's done well with the bat for Sunrisers. Whatever little bit of opportunity he's got, I think Rishabh Pant is a very special talent. And they're all young, they'll only get better, all of them, they'll only get better, and as I said, this country will continue to keep producing players.
Now just changing track a little bit, I mean, and this is something very core to my heart. Well done for pulling off the women's tournament. I mean, people said priority of the BCCI is only men's cricket. To be able to do this, create another bio bubble in the middle of the tournament, get the girls, get them all there, well done. I mean, tell me about that.
Yeah, India, I think we focus on every cricket, whether it's men's cricket, women's cricket, junior cricket, under 16 cricket, because infrastructure is very important, and every level of cricket needs to be looked at so that the team at the top becomes the best. And that's why India keep producing talent, because our under 19 structure and under 16 structure is also as good. Women's cricket all around the world has taken off. You see the women's final in Australia this year. They had 80,000 people at the MCG, which is as good as having a men's final. And India has done well. Were two back-to-back World Cup finals in England. They lost at the MCG this year. So it's very important that we continue with the talent. It'll only get bigger. At the present moment, there is only 4 teams in the women's IPL, and I believe that in a couple of years' time, we are good enough to have a separate IPL with 7 teams, 8 teams, like the franchisee-based team for the women's as well.